Welcome, sir.
Yes, how
good.
Are you?
I'm very good.
Yes.
PSL, Sundowns, Pirates.
Let's start off with the sad news, though. As I just came up now, the Proteas, South Africa, are playing against Australia. This, of course, the second ODI down in, I think it's Adelaide a short while ago. That match has just ended. South Africa losing by 7 runs. In fact, just to tell the viewers at home, I think the Proteas beat themselves in that match because they had no reason to lose that match. 7 runs, they were doing so well. I think they were chasing down less than 240, 232. So that match is over. South Africa having lost. But anyway, like you said, over the weekend, big matches coming up. We're discussing it now, or entertaining the team here on the floor. It is going to be a huge one. Sundowns versus Orlando Pirates, in as far as Premier Soccer League fixtures are concerned. Already shots have been fired. We saw during the week, Wangani Zungu, one of the Pirates, well, new signings, speaking about Coach Rulani and Sundowns, who having coached Sundowns while Pizza was in charge. And I know a lot of people didn't take too kindly. So I want to ask us to put the fixtures, but everything begins this weekend. In fact, tonight, later on, that's when Maritzburg United play against, I think, Highlands Park in the opening match of the weekend. Then there's a plethora of other matches to look forward to in as far as that is concerned. But great action. All roads, though, everyone will be looking for the big one. Sundowns versus Orlando Pirates. That match, I think, is going to the pick of, not the bowlers, I didn't say pick of the bowlers, cricket, pick of the fixtures this weekend. So it should be interesting. Yeah.
Okay, and those fixtures, I don't know if we can get them up on the screen. So which are the key games?
Look, for me, as I said, 8 o'clock, Maritzburg United versus Highlands Park. Then there's a match against Golden Arrows versus Baroka FC. That is on Saturday, around 3 o'clock, 3:30. But Sundowns Pirates at 3:30. That match also in Pretoria at Loftus Versfeld. Kaizer Chiefs, they play against Chippa United. I know Chiefs fans are looking forward to that one because Kaizer Chiefs, they seem to be on the up. Orlando Pirates as well seem to be doing the business. So, I mean, does it show that I'm a Pirates fan? No, not. Then Free State Stars versus Super Sport United, another key match that is as well. Bidvest Wits, they play against Bloem Celtic. Now, if Wits beat Celtic, that match is Saturday as well at around 8:15. Then Wits go back to the top of the Premier League, which is currently occupied by Orlando Pirates with 20 points. So a lot to play for as far as points are concerned. Then we move on to Sunday, Cape Town City, Benny McCarthy. Results have not been going as good as they were last season. He's up against Black Leopards, so he'll be trying, well, hopefully turn the corner, so to speak, as far as results concerned. Amos will play Plugana City, so that's the round-off as far as the matches are concerned. So
okay.
A lot to play for.
And then we've got some rugby in Paris.
Last weekend. I sat here on that Friday. We discussed how the Springboks were going to dismantle England. Then Saturday evening comes, the Springboks lose by 1 point. They're out in Paris this weekend. They play against France. France is probably one of the trickiest teams you can play in world rugby. You can ask the New Zealanders, they'll tell you at any given day, the French turn out, they can beat any team as far as well as we put in front of them. But Coach Rasmus Rasmus has made 3 changes to the squad that will be facing up against France this weekend. Last weekend, some of the key players didn't have, and as far as, well, the Rugby Football Union, England did not release them. Players like Faf de Klerk was up for Player of the Season as far as world rugby is concerned. They were not released, so Erasmus did not tinker too much with the side. Looking forward to beating France. That match is at 10 p.m. Tomorrow evening, so there'll be plenty of time to watch it. But it's a crucial one for Rassie Erasmus. He'll want to have the beating of this French team, particularly after losing by 1 point. 12 points to 11 lost to England. It was a case of, I think, like the Proteas did now, the cricket's, the match last weekend, they basically threw it away. I mean, there was all to play for. Although some of the decisions did not go their way in as far as the refereeing was concerned, I know, but I'd hate for us to be looking at the referee to give us results. They had too many opportunities, the Springboks had to seal the match, but they eventually lost it by 1 point.
Okay.
Up against France on Saturday, hopefully they do much better. India tour is 4 matches that they're playing on their year-end tour to the Northern Hemisphere. So plenty to look forward to there as well.
We're running out of time a bit, but just tell us a little bit about Banyana Banyana.
Yeah, Banyana Banyana, they're leaving later tonight. They're going to the Africa Cup of Nations Championship out in Ghana. Looking forward to, well, I think these ladies, they deserve the support that we can have. I mean, it's been a while since we've had a team qualify for Africa Cup of Nations as far as the men is concerned. So looking forward to seeing these guys go and play. The tournament doesn't begin this weekend. Those starts, I think, on the 14th or 17th, so it's a couple of days. But they're going there, weekend, acclimatize, put your feet right, get on with it. Congratulations to the captain, Janine van Wyk. She will be, I think, the most capped player as far as Banyana is concerned at the Africa Cup of Nations tournament. I think she will be 150th cap. Most importantly, she's the most capped player, period. And as far as the Africa Cup of Nations tournament is concerned, I think she's got close to, well, yeah, over 150 caps. So she is the most capped player there. And what also was announced when the sponsors announced the team yesterday with Coach Desiree Ellis is that at least the ladies are going to get paid. So if this team goes on to win the tournament, they can walk away with at least 160,000 rand for their efforts. And it's good to see sponsors coming in and throwing some money to the ladies' game, particularly with these ladies, because they're doing very well.
160,000 rand per person?
Yes.
Good.
That's a bonus.
Yes. No,
yes, that's on top of their salaries they'll be getting. So,
okay.
you know, wishing them the best of luck.
Thanks, Thabiso, for that update. Thabiso Sithole, senior sports reporter here at the SABC. Well, up next.